Kindle Direct Publishing is a business model where you create ebooks, upload them to Amazon KDP, and make money either via royalties when people read it for free or a flat fee if they buy it. You can and should do both. Obviously, the first step would be to simply open an Amazon KDP account. Once accepted, this is where you upload your ebooks and where you can keep track of your sales and estimated royalties on all books. Now, the main components that you need for a successful ebook are first and foremost the script or book, right? The book cover and the formatting. That's it. Now, I'll cover the cheapest and easiest ways that I found to actually complete each one of these for you here in a second, but it's also important to note several key insights that I've come to learn spending 4 or 5 months roughly attempting to scale this. First, you need an in-demand topic that's not oversaturated before you start writing the script. If you try to launch a book in a category or a topic that's already way oversaturated, it'll get drowned in the sea of competitors and you won't make any money. Now, on the contrary, if you want to write a book on a topic that you might think is cool, but nobody's interested in, then you might not have any competition, of course, but you won't get any sales either. So it's a balance of finding a topic with just enough interest, but where there's still an opportunity to rank a book and steal a portion of that sales pie within that category, right? You don't need to take it all. You're just looking for a little sliver of the actual pie. Just like many other online businesses, your main goal should be to create the best book possible that you can in a specific category with plenty of sales opportunity and get some initial sales quickly so you can rank higher in search results. And that'll start the snowball effect because as sales or even free reads will lead to a higher ranking essentially, which will then lead to more sales and more reads, which will lead to a higher ranking, which will lead to more sales and more leads. It's a snowball effect that continues to go. The second bit of insight is that you can monetize through affiliate marketing as well and upsells within your book. You don't solely need to make money on the book sale or even the KDP royalties. Now, I wouldn't, of course, go out of your way to try to stuff in like affiliate links that you wouldn't naturally recommend in there. But if there's an opportunity to recommend something or move the reader to your website, your email list, or your sales funnel or whatever, it's an easy way to increase the lifetime value of each reader, making your business exponentially more profitable, especially with every book you sell. And the last tip I've come to find is that you can rank a book a lot faster if you already have a following or at the very least an email list, because you can give away free links to those people in order to generate some momentum in the beginning. That will, like I said, move you up the rankings in that category and then get some actual paid sales, which like I alluded to before, will start that snowball effect. Now, there's also plenty of websites out there where you can essentially trade reads and reviews with other KDP authors. And while it's against technically KDP's terms of service to directly exchange reviews, these websites I'm referring to don't break the terms of service because you're not directly exchanging them with other authors. Instead, you get credits every single time you read a book and review it. And hint here, you don't actually need to read the book. You can just review it after a few hours goes by. Then you can cash those credits in for reviews on your book too. And obviously you're not required to give a 5-star review, but 99% of people understand that that's what's expected as their authors themselves doing the same thing. I think I might have gotten 1 or maybe 2 4-star reviews that I can think of, and the rest have been 5 stars. Now, my favorite site for this is called Pubby. It's completely free to use, but there are other paid sites out there too that can help you rank a lot faster, but of course you do need to pay for that privilege. Now, as the script writing goes, assuming that you're not an author who enjoys creative writing or an expert desiring to write a book yourself, and assuming that you just want to make money selling ebooks like me, here's what I've learned. I've taken several courses on this, and they all seem to recommend that you outsource this to an expensive freelance writer, which, yeah, your book will be well written, but you'll most likely pay a lot of money in order to do it that way. And if you're this far into the video, chances are you're starting out or you're interested in doing so, and you don't want to pay hundreds of dollars to launch a new book. I didn't either. But with ChatGPT now, you don't have to do that anymore, and if you know how to use it correctly and you know the right prompts, it can write you a banger book automatically for free. Now, you won't be able to just tell it, hey, write me a book. It does have limits, so it's important to make an outline for your desired book first, chapter by chapter. And we're not talking about like in-depth outlines, literally just the chapter title / topic, and that way you know kind of what to guide ChatGPT to write. And of course, make sure you read it yourself to ensure that it makes sense, but if you do it right, it'll do a great job for you and you can use that book. Now, the formatting process is pretty simple. Just hire somebody on Fiverr for $5 to $10 to do it for for you. They can change it into an Amazon KDP format and then send you all those different versions. Again, assuming that you don't know how to do this yourself, like me. And the same thing goes for the book cover too. I found someone on Fiverr that does it for $10 and they do a pretty good job. Now, definitely do not skimp on this though. Your cover is very important. Just like a thumbnail on YouTube, you can have the best book in the world, but if nobody clicks on it because your cover sucks, nobody's gonna read it and you'll never make any money. Now, I've launched 2 books so far, both actually written by me, and one kind of flopped even though I thought the info was great. The other one though did not. The key lesson here was that while the book's first topic was wildly oversaturated and didn't work, the second book topic was not, and that made all the difference. So month 1 in total, I made only $15 with book 1 when I launched, and I gave it away for free. Month 2 in total, I made $25 with book 1. Month 3, I launched book 2 and made a total of $75, most of which came from that second book 2, and the first one kind of fell off. And month 4, last month, I made around $200 total with both books. Again, the majority of which came from book 2. Now, hopefully that book continues to earn more money every month as it continues to rank and snowball and go up the actual rankings in that category. So far, I've made considerably more royalties from KDP subscribed readers, meaning they read it for free via their subscription, than I have in actual book sales from people actually clicking buy on the book. And next month, I actually plan to launch another book. I've been keeping an eye kind of on different categories, and I think I found a topic that has a lot of potential with barely any competition, so we'll see how that goes. But my honest opinion on this business model is that it definitely is legit. It's by no means a get-rich-quick scheme, and it won't make you a millionaire overnight, but with some work and some consistency, it can definitely grow into a real business, a real income stream, and some solid passive income. I mean, $200 a month, especially when I failed on book 1, is not bad just 4 months later. Plus, I don't have to do anything else for it either. I just collect the royalties every month going forward as the book gets more reviews, more page reads, and its position in the search rankings solidify. I also haven't even begun running any ads either. This is all from organic traffic. Now, I've taken a few courses on this, like I said. One was $1,000 plus, and it definitely was not worth the purchase price. It gave me the basics and essentially told me to outsource everything to professionals, which would obviously cost me a lot more money to do so. And I'm assuming they probably made like a kickback on these services, or at the very least they were affiliate links, which is why they were recommended. But I did learn some valuable sites to use, including the Pubby one I referenced, so it wasn't without tips and insight. It just seemed a little bit mediocre for the price in my opinion. I also took a Udemy course on it, and it was okay again, but it was only $10. But again, it didn't really tell me anything that YouTube videos hadn't already done. But one I can recommend is Sophie Howard's Kindle Publishing Income course. It's phenomenal. She successfully scaled her own KDP business and taught tons of other people to do it too. You don't need to go at it alone and learn through trial and error. You can avoid the common mistakes that will trip you up and learn exactly what you should be doing in order to shortcut your path from where you are now to successful with this. And she even has a free workshop that will introduce all this to you if you're interested in learning more. There's no strings attached. It's completely free to sign up, and if it makes sense to you, you can move forward with it. You can go to kindlepublishingincome.com, or you can go through the first link in the description to check it out and sign up. Now, as for my KDP journey, there's certainly more to come. I've tried some things, I've learned a lot, and even though I've only made some money, I'm just getting started.